Welcome back to the David Pakman Show.
You can support the David Pakman Show for free by doing all of your Amazon.com shopping through the black banner at davidpakman.com. You click the banner, you bookmark it, and anytime you shop at Amazon, you just use that link. You can also become a David Pakman Show member, which is made possible in part by liberalbias.com. When reality doesn't live up to right-wing ideals, there's only one explanation. Reality suffers from liberal bias, and you can find out more at liberalbias.com. As we always do, Lewis, I want to say hi to a new David Pakman Show member, Patrick K. Lewis. It's great to have Patrick K. Lewis involved. Now, interestingly enough, Patrick K. Lewis, the Lewis is spelled L-E-W-I-S, which is how people commonly misspell producer Lewis's first name, of course, L-O-U-I-S.
Right. I find that U-I-S and O-U-I-S are common spellings for the first name, whereas with the W is more common for a last name.
Right. For example, track star Carl Lewis of 10 years ago fame. I don't know.
For example, yes.
So great to have Patrick K. Lewis on board. We're giving away a free t-shirt with any yearly David Pakman Show membership. You can find out more at davidpakman.com/summer. I mentioned last week Lewis has been having these weird noises happening around his house at night. They sound like a mixture of an animal shrieking and a woman yelling or screaming or whatever. We have actually gotten a ton of feedback from people about this. Let's get to one voicemail about this topic, Lewis.
Hey guys, Gail from Arizona. On your show last night, Lewis was talking about the animal noises outside, and I sent you guys an email. I don't know if you got it, but anyways, I would Google peacocks. Peacocks sound a lot like a woman kind of yelling and screaming.
Okay, so there's one idea that it could be a peacock. The Eggman weighing in, he says it's a fox. They scream like that. Another person saying, tell Lewis it's a Fisher cat screaming outside his house at night. Someone else, I think Lewis is hearing a fox, specifically what's called the vixen's scream. And eventually we found evidence that it is indeed a fox. Did we not, Lewis?
Yes, we did. However, a lot of these people were accurate in that there are many animal calls that sound like a woman screaming.
Right.
The Fisher cat was probably one of the most horrific things I've ever heard.
Well, let's take a listen to the actual fox call that you were hearing.
Yes.
So let's imagine, I'm going to set the scene for people. Lewis is at home. The sun has set. Lewis has completed whatever it is he's doing that day. He's sitting at home. It's possible that he is playing a computer game or potentially practicing some kind of guitar or something like that. It's possible that maybe Lewis has a caller at his place, a female caller. It's unclear what's going on, but that's kind of the scene. Lighting is probably, would you say, low? You keep the lighting pretty low.
Very, very low.
Okay. And then all of a sudden, you hear the following. That's what you were hearing?
Different. Well, similar, but you know, each animal's different.
It was clearly this animal, though.
Each fox, it was definitely a fox. I reviewed all the evidence, and the fox I was listening to was probably just a little bit bigger, had a deeper, it was not as high-pitched,
wow,
and a little more scream-like than yelp-like.
All right.
But anyway, it is a fox.
Next week, Lewis will tell us about gerbils that are burrowing under the foundation of his house. So stay tuned for that exclusive report.
Right. Actually, it's a skunk. Yeah.
You have a skunk, too?
Yeah, there's a skunk. Lives under my stairs.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And don't you have squirrels living in your car?
I have a chipmunk that lives in my bumper.
It's all happening over at the Motomedy
Yes.
residence.